All right, this is welcoming you to the program Voyage right here on Click Niger Internet Radio, your travel and destination show. On the program, we talk about holiday trips, tourist attractions, safety tips, and everything that concerns tourism and hospitality. My name is Jennifer Ogo. On this program, we also share tips that could help improve your travel decisions and, of course, experiences. Now, for many travelers, the warmth of the welcome they receive in a foreign country can make or break or mar their trip. After all, who wouldn't want, to travel halfway around the world only to be met with hostility? Nobody would want that. Now, feeling appreciated by the people of your destination can help you forget things like long flights, jet lags, stomach complaint, and all of the horrors that is accompanied with traveling abroad. Now, which country do you think has the friendliest people? That's the question we are asking you today on the program. Having interacted online with folks from other countries, I do that. Sometimes perhaps you haven't even been opportuned to travel abroad, or even outside Africa. You might have a glimpse of the hospitable attitudes of foreigners. Now, based on your analysis now online, you meet people online, you have several social networks. Which country do you think has the friendliest people? Some time ago, I met a very good friend of mine. His name is Anthony J. He's actually from Serbia, and we've been interacting for years. A lot of the time, we talk over the phone, we chat. And for me, I would say someone from Serbia is actually a friendly person because I've had, one or two interactions with a person from Serbia. So, to you, which country do you think has the friendliest people? Now, let's take a close look at top countries who actually made the list of friendliest people according to Forbes, according to Travel Survey, Trip Advisors, and a lot of other websites that actually give tips about traveling. And I also drew my analysis from this rigorous research that I made online. And the first on my list is actually Portugal. Portugal. I used to know a French song about Portugal. I have pictures to accompany me with what I'm saying. So this is actually the Portuguese. You can see them in their beautiful regalia, all smiling and very welcoming. I'm sure you want to visit Portugal and know that you would have any problem visiting that country. Now, which country do you think has the friendliest people? That's the question we are asking you today on the program. Remember to listen to us via our website at www.clickniger.net. Yes, via Mix LR. Now, the second on my list is Taiwan. Taiwan. I was actually quite surprised when this country actually made, the list. Taiwan, which is an island in East Asia, is on the list, like I said. While not formally recognized by many countries as sovereign, Taiwan sees itself as independent and it has developed an impressive tourism industry of its own. So, travelers note how open and friendly Taiwanese locals are to tourists, especially in the capital city of Taipei. Yes, so there's also the gorgeous Taroko National Park. Sorry, I couldn't get that picture. Then you have the Sun Moon Lake and the infamous 101 skyscraper building in Taipei. Now, tourists come from different parts of the world to actually see these sites. Now, these are Taiwanese people. You can see them all smiling and having fun while they are at it. The program is still Voyage on Click Niger Internet Radio. We're asking you the question, which country do you think has the friendliest people? Mexico, like I fondly call them, Mexico actually made it to the list, and Mexico remains one of the most popular destinations in the world. I don't think there is any travel topic that I've actually discussed on the program that I didn't mention Mexico. Mexico is a fabulous place to be, and it is also one of the friendliest countries in the world. Mexicans are so friendly, you definitely have fun with them. And it's known for its spectacular beaches, culture, history, cuisine, and weather. You know, one thing particular about the Mexico or Mexican cuisine is that it's quite relatable to the African cuisine. So if you're an African, you won't really have food shock. You definitely adapt to the kind of food they eat, and the weather is also fabulous. You know, an ideal place for a vacation. But its friendly attitude towards newcomers are really having travelers buzzing. Like I told you, it's a top tourist destination. If you've never traveled out at all, you might want to consider Mexico. It's a very great place to be. Well, guess which country made it to the list of the friendliest country, friendliest people rather in the world? Analysis that travelers had to say about our country, Nigeria, and of course the people. Now, while Nigeria has its fair share of corruption and violence, which is actually true, it has been named the happiest place on earth in past surveys. So that's mainly due to Nigeria's tendency to be unusually optimistic. Really? I mean, being optimistic should be something you do every time, but why would they target an unusual way of behavior? Well, that's according to the travelers and expatriates. Now, they are often excited about the future and always looking on the bright side, a sentiment that spread throughout the country to both expatriates and tourists alike. According to surveys, this may have something to do with the fact that the Nigerian people are super religious, with both Islam and Christianity being heavily practiced throughout the country. You can definitely attest to that. But we're really friendly people. Like Nigerians are resilient. Like personally speaking, now Nigerians are resilient. We can actually thrive in any kind of situation. I mean, naturally, the way God created us and the way God made us to be as Nigerians, we are very happy people. We are very interesting people. We are friendly, but the government and the security situation sometimes just gives us, a thumbs down, and a lot of people just feel like okay, they can't actually promote tourism in this country because of some of these underlying issues. Well, that is by the way. The program is still Voyage on Click Niger Internet Radio, and on today's edition we're looking at the friendliest people around the world, and of course the friendliest countries around the world. Number five on my list is actually Bahrain. So Bahrain is a Middle Eastern country and it's made up of 30 different islands, creating unique and relaxing coastal experience. You can see them right there on your screen. So travelers know that Bahrain is the friendliest country in the Arabian Gulf. So it is also culturally diverse and known for accommodating travelers who do not speak Arabic. Number six is Costa Rica. Yes, so Costa Rica is actually coming up on the list. I actually like Costa Ricans because of their culture. It's colorful. They just have a lot of cultural heritage that most travelers and tourists tend to appreciate. Now, a more traditional travelers destination, this Central American country borders Panama, Nicaragua, and of course boasts the capital of San Jose and its many cultural destinations. But most people come to Costa Rica for the beauty of its scenery. Yeah, they experience some weather situations like volcanoes a lot, but of course the rainforest is so beautiful. Costa Rica is known for its biodiversity, historical sites, resort experiences, and ideal weather. It's also a home to some of the friendliest locals and tourism professionals in the world. Which country do you think has the friendliest people? Now, Oman, this country is actually not so popular. It is one of the least known destinations on the list here, and of course, it's not a very popular destination. However, it is quickly becoming a top destination for travelers because of its friendliness. Okay, so one of the amazing things about the research I made today is the fact that Oman actually makes the top, like is the number one friendliest country in the world where you find very friendly and welcoming people. Yeah, so travelers have often said that Oman locals are welcoming and of course they are warm, especially to new visitors. It's a beautiful country with breathtaking mosques, yes, sand dunes, museums, and candy colored sunsets. Now, based on the description, um, I got online. Yeah, you can see the little children playing with their very beautiful attire, and Oman is somewhere you want to be if you just want to have a very happy holiday experience. Colombia, yeah, Colombian coffee city of Cartagena is one of the friendliest destination, you know, in the world, and it's only an hour flight from Cambodia. That is actually where Shakira, the very famous musician, is from. So travelers found via Colombia to be Colombians now to be very friendly. They are very helpful, and they are of course happy to share stories with visitors. Now, the ninth on my list is actually Vietnam. Vietnam, the famous Vietnam. I mean, who hasn't even heard the story about Vietnam? Uh, who hasn't? Seriously. So, Vietnam is listed as one of the friendliest countries in the world, and it's only one flight from Cambodia. Travelers found Vietnam to be one of the safest countries to visit in Southeast Asian peninsula. One of the most popular tourist destinations in Vietnam is actually the Ho Chi Minh City. Yes, they're very friendly people. And finally, on my list is Canada. I'm sure you're wondering places like the UK or the US didn't even make a top of the list. I'm telling you something about happiness and contentment and appreciation. Generally gratitude in life is that it's not about the very big things you have, the skyscrapers, the fast cars, and all the money in your bank account. It's just the little things that just make a lot of difference. And you've just told yourself that you're going to be appreciative, you're going to be content with what you have at that moment, appreciate nature, and just be happy. So you see that the list of these countries are, they're not very popular countries, but they are small countries that they just want to be happy and they just appreciate life for what it is. So Canada actually is the final country on my list. I mean, um they're very kind, and of course this popular North American destination is the 10th now on my list. Like I told you earlier, is historically known as one of the kindest places in the world. Travelers note how easy it is to make friends with locals in Canada. So many tourists have observed the open-mindedness of Canadians, which attracts people from all over the world. I can remember when I was contemplating traveling to either US or Canada, my dad actually advised me to go to Canada. I really don't know why. Not like he has ever been to Canada, so he was hoping that one day he would go to Canada, but he hadn't, been to Canada at that point in time. But he really wanted me to go to Canada. I'm sure because of how friendly and warm Canadians are. Well, let us know which country do you think has the friendliest people. Now, why settle for rudeness when kindness is just a plane flight away? So, if you want to have a happy experience, you want to have a fantastic trip where you are all happy all through the vacation, just look at all the countries and get to visit one of them. Remember the friendliest countries as you plan any forthcoming trip. Create a travel itinerary that radiates joy. That's the essence of any vacation. You just don't want to be thinking about anything, you just want to have fun and be happy. So traveling is one way to enhance the quality of your life. That is the essence of this program. Traveling is very important for your mind and soul. So just don't travel, but travel well. Thank you so much for watching the video and of course for listening to us. Hope you've been enjoying our programs. In case you missed out on any of our editions, you can catch us up on YouTube at Click Niger, Twitter at Click Niger, on Instagram and Facebook at Click Niger. Voyage comes your way every Thursday. Remember to hit the like button, invite your folks to watch. Once again, my name is Jennifer Ogo. Let's do this again some other time. Bye bye.